Well, hello everybody. Today's vlog, we are going to be letting you know, because you guys know we have stayed at pretty much, no, actually not pretty much.
We have stayed at every single value resort at Disney World. So we thought that we would do a little bit of a comparison for you guys and rank them from top to bottom in our opinions. So let's start with number 5 on our list, because there are five value resorts in total. AllStar Sports, AllStar Music, AllStar Movies, Art of Animation, and Pop Century. So if we were ranking them from our least favorite to our most favorite, number 5
is,
drum roll please,
AllStars Music.
AllStars Music. Why is this one not on higher up the list for us?
Well, for one, the theming isn't our favorite.
No.
The atmosphere kind of has a pull for us, and AllStars Movie just doesn't have. We don't have that nostalgia factor with the resort.
No, not for AllStar Music, definitely not. And I love music. Music is a great, huge part of my life. And
but not a universal language.
But not a universal language, that is correct. There are big like music, you know, icons, and all the little areas are themed cool, but it's not Disney themed. And that's like my biggest thing, is like I don't feel the Disney love with AllStar Music. And it's really long. So whenever you book a standard or a preferred room at some of the other value resorts, even if it's a standard room, usually it's not really bad. But at AllStar Music, it's long and skinny. So like if this is the area, like Brian's space is the area, okay? This is the main hall, whatever this is, where the food court is and all that stuff. Well then here's the preferred rooms, here's some more preferred rooms, and here's standard, and here's standard, and here's standard. Well, whenever I went, I was all the way over here, and it took me 15 minutes to walk to Brian's space. So it's just not my favorite, and that's one of the reasons why. It just takes a while to get over there. And it's the middle stop of the AllStar bus routes, which haven't been like a huge issue for us, but it's just the second, it's like, oh, you're second best.
Well, and when you're the second bus stop, you get caught in the middle, because you get the fact that it comes back through to sports first, drops off and picks up, and then comes to you for the next drop off and pick up. So you're kind of just stuck in the middle. So you get all the people who are going to movies and music coming at you, or you get on the bus that already has all the sports people on it. So you're pretty much guaranteed of not getting a seat if it's a busy kind
This
of time
is
of
very
day.
true, very true. And it's just kind of, I don't know, it's just kind of unfortunate. Okay, let's moving on. Number 4 is... Okay, that was almost Chewbacca, and you say you can't do Chewbacca.
I'm working on my Chewbacca.
Number 4 is AllStar Sports. Just because we love the AllStar resorts a lot, and we put it under Art of Animation simply just for the theming, because I think that we would still choose to stay at Art of Animation if it wasn't outrageous over AllStar Sports. Just again, like AllStar Music, it just doesn't have that nostalgia feel that some of the other Disney resorts do, especially at the value level, because like, there's just big figures of things.
The theming is fun, but it's not Disney. Like when it's sports, like I want to see Mickey with a baseball bat, you know.
And there are a
few
little things around, but it's not like,
I don't feel immersed.
Yeah, it's not like AllStar Movies when you go and there's like a big Woody right outside your room. No, it's just a little bit different. So that's kind of why we decided to put AllStar Sports in number 4. But a huge benefit to AllStar Sports is that it is the first on the bus line. So it is really nice in that regard.
So in the evenings, you get dropped off first when you've had a long day at the Magic Kingdom, and in the mornings, you get first dibs on the bus when it comes through. So it's an advantage in that regard.
Yeah, definitely so. And it's not like AllStar Music in the regards, like you really don't have a bad room at AllStar Sports. Like nothing is too ridiculous of a walk from the main
Although
hall.
I had to navigate it by myself one time at like 1 in the morning, and when it's dark and there's no one around, it's kind of hard. Yeah, and I didn't want to wake Brittany up.
We're really bad at navigating the value resorts as is, though.
Yeah, we're like, oh, we should go straight. All right. Oh, we walked past it, turn around. No, we should have gone left, and we went right. But now we got to go straight instead of backwards.
Okay.
There's a lot of directions.
It is a lot of directions. You ready to go on to number?
Numero 3.
3.
Number F.
3 is...
Chewbacca roll.
Is Art of Animation. We really loved Art of Animation and thought the theming was the best of all of the value resorts, but it doesn't go up to the top of our list just because of price. Its biggest downfall at Art of Animation is that you pay for moderate and get a value when you're at least in the like the Little Mermaid rooms, which is where we were. I think it would probably be a little bit different if you had a family suite. I've never done one of those, and I really want to do one of those sometime. So family,
gotta get our family.
Let's go and get in the suite. Except for you won't come with us because you're not even gonna watch this video anyway.
I'll watch it.
Well, we're already family.
But Art of Animation's theming is fantastic, and they have a lot of movies that we like as their theming, like Cars and The Lion King and The Little Mermaid, just to name a few.
Yeah.
Plus the food's pretty good at Art of Animation.
Yeah, the food court is really nice over there. A lot of people really enjoy it. And it looks across Hourglass Lake, which I think is really beautiful. And honestly, I think if money were not a factor and we had to pick a value resort, we would stay at Art of Animation every single time.
If every value resort was the same price, we would pick Art of Animation, hands down. But we
alas,
just can't pull the trigger, because sometimes it's even as much as like 50 or 60 bucks more expensive.
Even more. Like, we paid, like, it can be even more than that at some point in time. Just kind of depends on when you go.
Yeah. Just
because those Little Mermaid standard rooms never have a discount because they never have any trouble filling them up. So they're always expensive. But, ready?
Anyway.
Moving on to number peace sign.
To number peace, number V.
I forgot. It is
Pop Century. Did we do that at the same time?
We did.
We didn't even plan that. So Pop Century is perhaps for us, we're a little biased because it was the very first
Disney resort that we stayed at together anyway.
It was the first one I ever stayed at ever.
I had been to some prior to Brian, but it's the first one that we stayed at on our Disney moon during our trip. So it's got a lot of nostalgia factor for us, but it was a great stay and we loved Pop. But again, it's the theming. I love the decades and stuff, especially the 50s. The 50s is like my favorite section to stay in.
Plus there's bowling pins.
Yeah, it's so cool and I love it there, but I don't know. They have a great food court.
Yeah, the food court is good. Also advantage, and this also applies to Art of Animation, no shared buses. They all share buses.
That's right.
These ones, get your own bus, so you don't have to worry about it being full or anything like that.
Well, sometimes you still have to worry about it being full just because Pop is big, but it's not going to be full because it's coming from another resort. It's just going to be the people in line in front of you. But Pop Century is definitely a great resort, and I know that a lot of people rank it as their top value, but obviously, if
it's kind of that one that's like right in the middle, the perfect balance of good theming with convenience, but not super high on the price scale. It's kind of like, it's that balance of all of that. I think that's why a lot of people like it, but we don't like it as much as another one.
Yeah, and if you haven't figured that out by now, well,
process of elimination.
The number one value resort for us is AllStar Movies. Is our favorite value resort of all of them, just because we went for the first time in May of 2016 and we have gone at least 2 more times to it since then. I just love it, especially the Toy Story section.
The theming is with the exception of Art of Animation, hands down the best of all the values. And of course, the AllStars are usually the cheapest, which we love because you guys know we're always out in the parks all the time. So
a fancy room doesn't really make sense for us.
Because we're only going to be in it like 6 hours a day.
Right. This is true. So we really love AllStar Movies. It has been so good to us. We've always gotten a preferred room there and we've never paid for preferred. Every single time they've bumped us up and upgraded us, and it's last on the bus line, but we have never had a problem with that because we go in the parks at such extreme times of the day. And we're usually the first ones at the bus stop. So
sometimes the only ones at the bus stop.
This is true. But I just love AllStar music. I just love AllStar Movies. It's my favorite. And I know that's not a popular opinion, but that's our opinion. And well, like my dad says, that and 50 cents will buy you a cup of coffee.
Plus it's also good because like the other AllStar that I can't think of.
Music?
Maybe. You don't have to walk very far.
Music?
It's not as spread out.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah.
So you're pretty much always near the main hall, no matter what kind of room you have.
Yeah. Music is the only one that's super spread out. So movies is kind of small and condensed, which is nice. What's your favorite value resort? Leave us a comment down below and tell us.
And if you've stayed at all the moderates or all the deluxes, let us know what your favorite ones are there. We haven't stayed at all of those, but we have a bucket list to do that eventually.
Well, I think that we just thought this would be a nice video because we don't know too many other people and YouTubers that have stayed at every single value resort. So we just thought we'd offer our opinions to you on it. And yeah, if you like this video, give it a big thumbs up. Be sure to hit that subscribe button down below and click that little bell so you get notifications when we post videos.
And we'll see you next time.